how long were you feeling like it wasn't working out right before that? Like you see everybody chilling, you felt weird at night. Like that was what, when you first started, or like in the middle?
No, this was when I first started, and after being saved. When I first started, I was the voice of reason. I was the voice everybody would come to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And because I was chilling, and then it just started to creep in. You do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then before you know it, you just in the middle of living worldly.
I mean, and then you're popular. You're around money and all that stuff. Rap, like being on stage, definitely like hypnotizes you. With crowds singing your songs and this devil guy is.
You know, if you take, I've heard it put like this: if you take a white cloth and you put it into like dirty laundry, you know, it's not gonna turn the rest of the laundry clean. It's gonna turn that dirty, and that's how I would explain it.
And you are not white. You are very black.
Yes, I am.
Sorry.
Yes, I am.
Yo, listen,
no need to be sorry. No need to be sorry.
The only reason, one, I could joke with you, and two, I'm getting this deep into it is because of our friendship. And I feel like these are things I always wanted to know, but I feel uncomfortable asking someone.
You shouldn't. And no one should feel uncomfortable explaining to you of the hope that they have, you know?
You say debauchery.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that you had problems with your wife?
I didn't have problems with my wife because she didn't know of what I was doing.
Well, so that's what I was going to get to. So you at some point then came to her and said, I haven't been doing good things.
Did I? And who does that? Who goes and tell on themselves?
You snitch. You're a snitch on yourself.
On myself.
You went and told her.
You know, I used to think, hey, you know, whatever you do, you take it to the grave with you. I didn't know that your conscience really, truly had weight.
Yeah.
It really has weight. Like, you think you're getting away with something. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you keep doing whatever it is you're doing, this is for me, maybe not for everybody.
I want to hear it.
If you getting over on someone, right? You think you're getting over and you're being sneaky or whatever. When you look at that person and that person is constantly, they love you, will do anything for you. I don't know what's wrong with your soul if you don't feel this person getting up in the middle of the night, get you Kool-Aid, love. It's like throwing hot coals on you and you out here dancing and doing whatever it is you want to do. You know, the Bible says the sanctified wife makes the sanctified husband and vice versa. So if you're out there just doing what you want and without nagging, because when you nag, now I can be like, oh, I don't want to be here. I got to go out. Then I go run out in the street. But when someone just looks at you and they might even be aware of what you're doing and don't say nothing and their heart is on God and they're focusing on God, there's no way in the world you're going to be able to live that down. Or you're just soulless.
So you were running around doing God knows what.
God knows.
I do whatever it is we do.
Exactly. So that you were doing those things.
Yeah, whatever rappers do.
You were doing it.
I was doing
it. And I'll be honest, because where I am, and I'm still a sinner, it sounds great.
You don't even have to tell me that. I know it.
You already know. So then you come home. Mm-hmm. And at some point after these experiences, you go up to your wife who, in spite of all the things you were doing, you did love, you just didn't always act, and you didn't treat her the way one should treat someone that they love that much. And you said...
Nah, I was cheating. I treated her like my everything because she is.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant by treating. It wasn't like the relationship was bad between you.
Yeah.
You were just being a scumbag behind her back.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So one day you come home, and how does that conversation go when you tell your wife...
Was she religious as well? Is she religious?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's into the Bible.
So how does that go? How does that conversation go? I'm not cheating on my wife. I feel like you're staring into my soul, but I am curious about how that goes.
No. I'm before I answer, I'm just making sure that this is I'm trying to see if what I say is going to help people. If not, I'm going to move on to another question.
Okay. All right. Well, think about that.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone so pensive in mid-thought before.
I literally think
I believe that too. I believe that.
What I just said?
Yes,
it
that
was
you have
true.
never seen
I
anyone
know you were literally.
offensive.
I was like, he's really thinking this through.
I'm just trying to think for the betterment of the people watching. If it's
Well, I think so because
doesn't matter.
oh, I hate that.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I just feel like there'd be an upside to that because people would think, well, they could do that. Maybe there's a way one could do that and like start their life over again, or start their relationship over.
Yeah, I think it's about being free. You know, I think it's about being free. I think so many people just live a life of two-facedness, if I could say that. Mm-hmm. And you have to want to be free. You want to have to do better. If you don't want to, then yeah, keep it to yourself. But if you realize, if I didn't think I was going to change,
so there would have been no point in telling.
It would have been no point in telling. You know what I'm saying?
So does that mean that she was, obviously I'm sure it was hard, but she was ultimately receptive, obviously, and thankful
and forgiving.
Yeah,
and forgiving.
What about your kids? Was that hard for them too? Because obviously they know now. They know of your whole past.
Well, no, they know because the world knows because I shared it, in my book,
right.
Wretched, Pitiful, Poor, Blind, and Naked, and I think people need to go pick that up and check it out. Because I think a lot of people are entertained by falsehoods and, just living a life that's not real because of what is displayed in music, because of what's displayed on TV, entertainment, or whatever.
That's an interesting belief, though, because not a lot of people who are artists themselves are willing to acknowledge the negative repercussions that art has. Generally, in our world, we don't acknowledge that. We say that when people say that, they're right-wing, they're racist, and often they are. But sometimes the people on that side will say that our arts and culture are negative, and sometimes I agree. Sometimes I go, well, I know when I used to leave violent movies, I would leave feeling pumped up myself. And when I would say I would listen to music that would be like, kill someone music or whatever, murder music, I'd be like, it makes you feel a certain way.
When you want to get into a certain mood, you listen to certain music,
But that's because that music does actually affect you.
Yeah, it does. I know when people say music doesn't affect, it definitely does.
It definitely does.
When I want to get amped up, and I'm not saying to go kill somebody, I'm saying, but if I just
not you,
up,
not you,
right.
not you.
But I listen to straight
and
Compton,
then as with everything, you can't say all of anything. You can't say all music, all movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does definitely have an influence on people, and to think that it doesn't, you tripping.